The United Nations is moving closer to an investigation of alleged human rights abuses in Sri Lanka. The United States has sponsored a new draft resolution before the UN Human Rights Council, with the United Kingdom as a key backer. Sri Lankan MP M.A. Simaranthan from the opposition Tamil National Alliance is lobbying for the inquiry. He spoke to political editor Catherine McGrath.
M.A. Simaranthan, welcome to Newsline.
Hello, good to be here.
You're travelling the world, currently in Australia, lobbying for support for a UN Human Rights Council resolution to investigate the last days of the Sri Lankan civil war. In Australia, you've met with Foreign Minister Bishop. What did you say to her?
We asked her that Australia should continue to support this process. Twice before, Australia co-sponsored the resolutions that were passed in 2012 and 2013. And this time there is a logical progression and a new draft has come out. And we wanted Australia to continue to support that process because civilized countries around the world have all come together and are sending a very strong message to Sri Lanka, and we don't want Australia to be out of that.
Can we look specifically at what you're hoping the UN would do? What is it? You're trying to edge closer to a real study of what happened.
That's right. For genuine reconciliation to take place, we are convinced that the truth must be ascertained as to what actually transpired during the last stages of the war.
So we're talking about May 2009.
That's right. Perhaps the first 5 months of 2009, there are allegations that grave violations took place, committed by both sides to the conflict, and that needs to be inquired into by an independent body. And in this context, an independent body can only be an international mechanism. And so we think UN is best suited to do that job.
You spoke to Foreign Minister Bishop about that. What did she say?
They have previously told us that the boat issue and the human rights situation in Sri Lanka are two separate issues, and that will be handled as separate matters.
Can we just stop you there? The boat issue, you're talking about Australia's asylum seeker policy and its closeness to the Sri Lankan government?
That's right. Naturally, Australia is anxious about boatloads of people coming. But our appeal to Australia is not to let that colour whatever leverage or persuasion they might want to use with the Sri Lankan government with regard to achieving genuine reconciliation.
Can we look specifically at the UN resolution draft currently before the UN Human Rights Council? It's co-sponsored, it's led by the United States, co-sponsored by Britain, is that correct?
That's right, yes, and 3 other countries for the moment. But when it comes up for vote, we hope that about 40 or 50 countries will co-sponsor it to show wide international backing.
One of the things that the Sri Lankan government has consistently said is that the war is over now. There is rebuilding going on. There is a lot of infrastructure going in to Sri Lanka, and the economy is moving and things are better for people on the ground.
Well, the war is over. There is infrastructure development happening in the north and the east. Economy hasn't moved on, and it certainly is not better for the people on the ground.
For Tamil people?
For Tamil people particularly, but in the whole of the country as well. The economy is not in a sound position. Governance issues have arisen. There is nepotism.
There's been a war. Your side was on the losing side. Isn't this just a legacy of what happens, and now it is time to move on?
Well, the side that lost was the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam. One can't say that the Tamil people lost. The Tamil people are equal citizens of that country, and we want to continue to live in that country and own that country. But we want to live with self-respect and dignity, with our due share in the affairs and powers of governance. And that's a just cause.
Thank you very much for speaking to us on Newsline.